This is Senator Ken Donnelly.
Good evening. Thank you. I am Senator Ken Donnelly, representing the 4th Middlesex District, which includes Arlington. I'm a resident of Arlington, lived here for over 50 years, and I grew up in East Arlington. In an effort to respect the other speakers, I will limit my comments to a few points. I know that after a rocky start, the Mass Ave Corridor project has undergone significant change and compromise. There have been numerous meetings, and many of the suggestions from residents and town officials have been incorporated, not all, but a significant amount. The design now reflects that change, and I think it's a good design. And DOT, please hear this. Arlington's a town meeting form of government. This project has the unanimous approval of the selectmen, and the town meeting has rejected several efforts to stop this project from moving forward. I know that there is still debate about 3 lanes, 4 lanes, bike lanes, no bike lanes, etc. But we're at the point where we must move forward, or I'm afraid lose the funding for this project. I have talked to the DOT. And please, DOT, correct me if I'm wrong, although I don't think so. And at this point, here are the realities we face. 1, according to the Mass DOT, there must be bicycle accommodations in the form of bike lanes or wider outside travel lanes as part of the Mass Ave Corridor project. In 4 lanes, in a 4-lane scenario, I would like the respect of being able to speak, thank you. I wouldn't be rude enough to interrupt you. Don't be rude enough to interrupt me, thank you. There isn't enough room to have larger outside travel lanes all the way along the avenue, so the sidewalks would have to be reduced, or footage would need to be taken from parking along most of the corridor. But Mass DOT will not fund a project that does not include bicycle accommodations. That is according to the DOT, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. 2, DOT has told me that the latest they can advertise a federal aid project is early September of this year in order to use the money currently programmed for the project. To make that date, DOT would need to have a 100% approved design within the next several months so that they and Federal Highway have time to review final plans. There is not enough time to redesign the project and meet the September deadline. The design would go back to 25% and the project would reset. The town has run out of design money, so now money would have to be appropriated for new design work. DOT would have to go through the review process again, and there would have to be a 25% design review public hearings. 3, the pavement condition on the road has deteriorated in the last several years and is considered to be in poor condition, with numerous areas of cracking. Given the harshness of this winter, DOT would expect it will require repairs prior to next winter. And lastly, to the question of whether we would lose the funding currently allotted to this project, there is no way to know. However, the town would have to apply once again to get the project programmed on the tip. This takes years, with numerous projects I know in my district waiting to get any money available. And any earmarks associated with this project, while they may last, would cover well less than half the cost of the project, as the bulk of the state and federal funding would be lost. I believe that we all want to make Mass Ave safe for everyone who uses it, address the poor conditions of the road, make it more business friendly, and plan for the future. It's time to make a decision. That will determine whether we move on using the funding available to us or wait and use local money, our money, instead of the state and federal funds to make necessary repairs to the road in the near future. My concern is with all of the competing projects and the state funds are scarce, we will lose this funding. I have met with all over the state with the Secretary of Transportation looking for money for projects we know that with sequestration, funding from the federal government is drying up. We know for a fact there's $20 billion in infrastructure repairs that we need in the state with our bridges, our roads, and our infrastructure, and there are competing projects all over the state looking for this money. My concern, if we do not meet the September deadline, the project is very likely dead, and we will lose the 100% funding, $6.8 million, that I'll have to go back, and we all have to go back and tell the taxpayers in this town that they're going to have to put up to fund this project, because right now, 80% of that's coming from the federal government, 20% from the state. Most likely, we will never see this funding commitment again. It will be our town dollars that will fix this road. So please, thank you for hearing this, DOT, and I would like to have that message sent loud and clear back to the state. Thank you.